Hello everyone, it's JC here once again, back with another episode inside of JC's Beautiful World. Good morning RM,
Hello!
how are you today?
I'm good, how are you?
To be honest, I'm doing pretty good. Today we're going to be doing something that's kind of similar to what I've done before, but I'm sure it's still going to be good. I'm sure it's still going to be a good day for us in Beautiful
Yeah.
World.
Yeah, I can't wait. Let's get on with it.
Let's go, let's go. Good morning, Willow. Good morning, Emily. Right, off to Larry and Lauren's room. And if you haven't seen the last video, things got a little bit weird. Oh, hey, RM.
Hello.
Good morning, Larry. Good morning, Lauren. Thank goodness you've actually got your clothes on this time. Spoiler alert, RM.
Oh
Larry
my
and Lauren were
god,
naked in the last video if you haven't seen
I,
it.
I, I heard about that. Jesus, that sounds...
Yeah.
Huh. Huh.
If you didn't see
Okay.
the video, then I recommend you don't watch it because you won't be able to unsee what me and CJ saw. Anyway, what is the challenge today, Larry? Find an enchanting book of sharpness 2 in this room. You got it. Wait a minute. Are these chiseled bookshelves weren't here before? Huh. Well, I guess I better get looking. Oh, I
Oh.
found it. I found it on the second try. That,
Huh.
that was
That's a
just way
coincidence.
too easy. Thank you, I'll be taking that. Good morning, Lauren. What is the challenge today? Find an enchanting book of looting 1 in this room. Again? This should be
Oh.
pretty easy. I mean, there's only 1 bookshelf in this room. Yeah, there's only, well, technically there's 3. It's just like 1, um, 1 row or 1 pillar, if
Yeah.
that makes sense. I don't know. Anyway, right.
Right.
Hmm.
Not there so far, not there so far. Could be there. Is that the one? No?
Huh.
Where could it be? There's no chests in here. Yeah, you've definitely checked them all.
Did I?
Hmm.
I swear.
I think I think I know where
I
I think
swear it was gonna be in the bookshelf.
I think I know where it is.
Yeah.
Larry has a chest on him.
Oh yeah. Wait. He was inside the chest the whole time. He was inside your chest the whole time, Larry. Oh my
I
goodness.
guess
I
that's where he stores the
swear.
emeralds and the beetroots. Guess that's where they store the emeralds and the beetroots, literally right in Larry's pocket. Huh.
I can't
Guess
believe
he...
that was so clever, Larry, because like as soon as I read that sign, the first place that I would have thought of was the bookshelves.
Huh. I mean, I know most of the challenges recently have been really, really easy, but that was actually a pretty decent challenge. You should do more like that, guys.
Yeah, I do hope so. I can't really complain, to be honest. Anyway, we must now add somebody to the race cat gang. Not really. Again, not really a person, more of a franchise. Today, we are adding Nintendo. I'm sure that everybody knows what Nintendo is. We've all played at least one game of by Nintendo growing up. I've played I've played well, I've not played all of them. I've played some Pokemon games, some Zelda games, any game you can think of really that was made by Nintendo. Wait, was Pokemon made by Nintendo? Most
Yeah,
Pokemon games.
yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I just like to say thank you, Nintendo, and welcome to Race Cat Garden. I thought I'd Nintendo because, again, like, it's one of those things. It's one of those things that you grew up with, wasn't it? Like, and it had, like, an impact on your childhood.
Yeah, my favorite Nintendo game was always it's an obvious one, but it's a classic. It's definitely just one of the Mario Kart games. I love the Mario Kart games. They're so good.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to bring up actually. I used to. Oh man, I remember. I remember when I used to play the Mario games. Oh my goodness, I'm getting so many flashbacks now. Good morning, dogs. How are we all today? Ah, it seems like we're on. It seems like you're on your beds today. That's good.
Not staring
Well,
at the windows.
well, Owl's nearly off his bed. He's on the edge of the bed, but
I'll fix that. There you go. Now you're all comfy. It's better than the carpeted floor. I get I get like the floor's also quite comfy. It's actually quite nice on your feet, but like the carpet's gotta be much better, right? Nice and
yeah.
soft.
Thank you, Aaron. Right, I guess you'll be joining us today, Thomas. See you all later. Right then, Aaron, do you want to explain what we're doing for this video?
So recently, I've heard anyway that you have been riding all of the rides. I think in the last video you rode the four ones that were originally there, and then in 2 videos ago you rode the new ride, Mystica, the fantasy theme rides. So today we're just gonna be ranking. We're gonna be ranking all 5 of them from worst to best.
Affirmative. Right,
Yeah.
so do you want to go first, Aaron? What's your top 5? What's your number
All right.
5?
All right, my number 5 for my least favorite, but still a really good ride, is the Candy Cane Coaster. I think it's a great ride. I just think it in parts it seems a bit dated. I mean, maybe we could go and update it like we do with the Ghost Train. Um, but yeah, it's not my favorite in the world. I think yeah, it's definitely you can tell that it's like not been updated in a couple of years. And I think we are better at building now. Like, look at the Ghost Train. I know, like, we get inspiration from the Ghost Train a lot, but like, even that, it's spoiler alert. It's such a good ride. I
We
love the Ghost Train.
actually. That was one of the rides that me and CJ run the last video as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great ride. It's just not my favorite. I wouldn't. I think parts of it are kind of boring. I think it is just a generic roller coaster in parts. I think as a roller coaster, I would say Inversion's just better at that. But I think that is probably because it's newer. But anyway, that's what my number. Number 5 is. What is your number 5, JC?
My number 5, we're actually passing it now. El Toro the Great. Again, it's a really good ride, but and I do like the concept of it being like a retro theme. Like I do like the ride for what it's going for, but yeah, I just think there's nothing much to it, and yeah, it is fun. It is fun to ride on, and also it's quite short as well, even though I did extend it. But although I do like the little archway as well, that's another good part. That's another thing that I like about the roller coaster, and I also like the little. I also like the checkered pattern as well. But yeah, other than that, I've not really got anything to say about this ride. It's honestly my least favorite.
Yeah. Well, actually, we can stay here because my number 4 is El Toro the Great. I really do like this ride. By the way, this is like completely random. This is not related to it. But that pig, that pig has been in there since the ride was built. He's seen it all. Jesus Christ, that pig must be lonely. I feel bad for the guy. He's literally encased in here because if you don't know, there is literally no way to get out because it's like a big circuit. Like all the scaffolding's like covering it. So he literally is stuck there till the end of time.
We really need to get that pig some friends.
Yeah, let's hop in. Let's just hop in. Yeah, I like the like 1930s sort of vibe to it. I think it's got a really cool, just like old wooden rickety atmosphere to it, and like I do like older stuff. I like some of my favorite films are like older things because they're just like even though I wasn't alive then, they just seem so nostalgic and like I wish I was alive for them times because it must have been like so revolutionary to see stuff like this. Should probably move. We should probably not actually go up there because Thomas might fall off.
Oh.
But yeah, I like the use of the hill as well. I think before CJ's Kingdom and then what was the game called again? It was Capture the Flag, wasn't it? Used to
Oh
be here.
yes.
Yeah, so like if you didn't know, oh God, sorry, JC,
It's fine.
hit you. If you didn't know, there used to be like big castle walls. At one point, it was used for a capture the flag mini game, and then it got turned into CJ's Kingdom when CJ was a villain. Um, but yeah, but then we got rid of the walls, and after CJ became good again, and it just became a nothing, a hill for nothing. So we changed it into this, and I think it was a I think it was a great addition. I think maybe because it was such a great addition, like it filled up a lot of space and made use of like such an empty land, probably boost it up a little bit for me. But, it's still a great ride, like nonetheless. But I'm gonna start rambling now because I've been rambling for ages.
Yeah. Anyway, my number 4 is actually the Candy Cane coaster, and yeah, like I said, it is a little bit outdated. Although the reason why it's not my least favorite is because, despite yes, it is outdated, but also when you built it, you really did put a lot of effort into it, and
Yeah.
yeah, like you definitely put a lot more time and effort into it than what I was going for the original Candy Cane coaster. I kind of rushed that, but yeah, I'm gonna rank it number 4 because I mean it's still the most fun ride. I mean, in terms of looks, it's definitely the greatest looking ride, even though it is outdated. But still,
I love
like if
I
you
love the
just look at it,
I love the queue, especially for I love this area here. I think
yeah.
I think the queue is goes on forever, but like it's still fun.
Yes, yeah, definitely. I really love like the atmosphere and everything. Ryan RM, what is your number 3?
So my number 3, and if you didn't know, this ride that I'm about to talk about is used to be called Infunction that I built as well,
Yep.
but it was just kind of lackluster. It was quite old, the original Infunction. It needed an upgrade, and this one is a lot shorter. But yeah, it's Inversion. It's got a different name, Inversion. I just like this. I think, if you've been to Blackpool Pleasure Beach, I heavily inspired just this whole area off of the probably my favorite ride at the park called Icon, and actually just the ride in general is heavily based on um yeah the Icon at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. But yeah, I really like the way I really like how it looks, and yeah, especially like drop there. Actually, it looks a lot like Icon. um it's like not it's not like the most it's not the best looking ride. I just realized I'm going in here. um I would say it's not very colorful, but it's more modern, and that's why I quite like it. And it just fills a lot of gaps, like the insides, like the interior bit for the horse race track. Well, not the interior, the middle bit of the horse race track, and even like this bit down here, where we just wouldn't really have any space for it for anything, so we decided we'll put stuff here. But yeah, that is my number 3. I think your number 3 is actually the same thing. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and I can't really say anything else about this because I mean I have to agree with everything you just said. I mean, this ride is pretty long and like yeah, it does obviously fill in some gaps, like where I mean, I think we did have some ideas of what we could have maybe built in like all the gaps, but now that because you decided to repurpose the function ride, I think it actually does work quite well. And to be honest, if we did keep the function ride, that that would probably go way at the bottom.
Yeah.
Anyway,
But yeah.
what is your
Um,
number 2, RM?
my number 2 is let's walk over here really quickly. It is the newest ride. I'm really proud of this. The newest ride in Mystical. Now, I think in terms of looking, especially the outside, this is the best looking. This is the best looking ride. I would go as far to say this is one of the best looking things in the world from the outside. I really love just like the like like and it gets the name, but the mystical vibe of it all. I think I love the tree. I love the giant mushroom. That giant mushroom's been there for ages. Like
Yeah.
this ride started getting work on it at like probably like mid-November, but then we stopped for a while because we just weren't bothered. But then literally like a week ago, however long it was, like literally the day before we rode this in the video, we came back to it and started like heavily building it. We built this all in like one day. Well,
Yeah.
not the whole thing. This outside bit of the ride and the mushroom was there, but everything else you see wasn't there. And the fence as well, but everything else you see wasn't there. Yeah, it just I think it was really effective, and I love the portal and all that.
Yeah.
So yeah, JC, what is your number two?
My number 2 is the Ghost Train. Now, don't get me wrong, I really do like this ride. It is definitely, one of the best in the world. Just in general, really, and I really do like how it gets updated every year. Like, I do like how it has yearly updates, pretty much. I don't know, like, um, it was a really difficult choice to choose between this and Mystical. And speaking of Mystical, actually, I know we're kind of getting off topic, but Mystical was originally called Mystica, but I pronounced it as Mystical by accident, and then we ended up changing the name to Mystical. So yeah, but yeah,
Yeah,
going back.
it sounded better anyway, to be honest.
Yeah, going back. So basically, I don't really know why I put this number 2. I just, again, it was a really hard decision to choose between this and Mystical, because they're both such good rides, and like, especially since this gets updated like yearly. I don't know really, but anyway, I think we all know what your number 1 spot is, RM.
Yeah, so my number one is the Ghost Train. I just this is the oldest ride in the world, still standing anyway. This is the no, actually, I think it is the oldest just ride in general in the world. It's the oldest ride in the world in general, and
Yeah.
it gets updated like yearly. So it isn't like one year it has this massive overhaul. Like yearly, it like gets added like not like no, I'm not saying like it gets added like one scene every year. Like there's a like it's like we do different sections every year, but like it's like not like you can tell which scenes were built in which year. Like you can tell the outside is the oldest part of the ride. I mean, it used to be a big massive black box, but then we changed it about a year later. Actually, funny enough, and it became this design on the outside and added the skull and stuff. And yeah, I just like the way that we update it bit by bit each year, and it's not like we update it like once every 3 years, but we completely changed how the ride looks and how the ride is. But yeah, I just love this ride. Something about it. It's honestly maybe my favorite thing in this whole world. I just love the spooky atmosphere. Yeah, I like slower rides. I'm not saying like necessarily like Inversion isn't great. I just like the rides where you like are like holding forward, you're just sitting there and looking at different scenes. I love the rides like that. And yeah, I think this is, for me anyway, the one that we've done that the best. But yeah, I think we know what your number one is, JC. Let's just
Yeah, my
walk
number
over here.
one is My number 1 is Mystical, and this is pretty self-explanatory. It's the best looking ride in the world. It's the most fun ride you can ever. It's only it's only new and it's just being built. Like it was only it's well, if you class, it's technically been here for like a couple of months, but like it's been like since we completed it. I mean, it's been here for like over a week or something, but so it's the best looking ride. I really do like the mushroom as well, and I do like how the castle is meant to get overgrown as well. I really do like the theme for this as well, and also all the scenes as well. Like it's just crazy how you managed to to build all the scenes in one day, RM, like, without
Yeah.
making it look rushed.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Funnily enough, this outside bit anyway is inspired off of Blackpool Pleasure Beach. I get inspiration from Blackpool Pleasure Beach because it's honestly one of my favorite parks in the world to go to. The
Yeah.
outside bit is based off the Alice in Wonderland ride. And actually, funny enough, the Ghost Train, a lot of it is actually based off the Ghost Train at Blackpool as well.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just so like do your research, search up Icon Blackpool Pleasure Beach, search up Alice in Wonderland Blackpool Pleasure Beach, and then search up the Ghost Train Blackpool Pleasure Beach, and then you'll see the similarities between all three of them rise to the ones in the world. But yeah, it's great. I think, and also with Mystical, it's not like with the Ghost Train. There's much more smaller scenes. With Mystical, it's around about just a little bit shorter than the Ghost Train, but the scenes are much bigger. Like there's like pretty huge scenes in there. Like the roof is like pretty high in there compared to the Ghost Train, where it's only about 3 blocks high or whatever. But yeah.
It's really.
That's our ranking.
You know, it's amazing. It's phenomenal. Like, I would die. Like, I would die just to go here.
Yeah. But that's it. That's our rankings. Do you agree with us? Share your rankings in the comments. This feels like a Watch Mojo video, but anyway, yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you all next time. Bye.
Bye.